Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. This is Never Told to Rock. I'm your host Jim. You can call me Jim. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, you're fucking awesome. You are. If you're new to the channel and you've just clicked on it by mistake and you haven't read the description, shame. Just always read the description. I'll let you know what it's all about. You're gonna have to be a bit sort of, still a bit, still a bit not well. But I'm going to do my best. But it's a reaction stroke review of rock and roll, rock, metal, anything in between that's got a bit of a kick to it, and some 80s music. I say only 80s music because not all of the 80s was bad. There was actually some good shit in the 80s. And before anyone asks, no, this doesn't help, but it keeps me sane. So, anyone that's, whatever, I don't care. What was I saying? Yeah, 80s music. Yeah, there were some quite decent tracks out in the 80s, so I enjoy listening to them. And if you don't, then I don't know. It's up to you. Anyway, as you know, in my last video was an update video, and I had just come down with a really bad case of COVID. Well, the doctor said it was COVID, but because I've never had COVID, I couldn't really sort of, tell whether it was, just a flu or whatever. So I couldn't tell you. But I did what I had to do, which was isolate and not talk to people out. The only way I could talk to people was over the phone, and yeah. But I'm feeling a little bit better now. Feel like I can sort of, strong enough to do a couple of vids. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go because this will be my first video back, and this is a request from Kevin Dobson. Peter Gabriel, Darkness. Now, I'm going to say this. It's been a few years since I heard anything from Peter Gabriel. Really, I wasn't really a fan of his. I mean, I like Sledgehammer and things like that, but I wasn't what you call, a big fan. But we're going to be doing from the Growing Up tour 2003 a song called Darkness. That is the one, isn't it? Yeah, Darkness. So Kevin Dobson, you're my first one back, so here we go, let's do this.
Shapes moving under me, and every fear I swallow makes me small. Inconsequential things occur, alarms are triggered, memories stir. It's not the way it has to be. I'm afraid of what I do not know. I hate being undermined. I'm afraid I can't be devil man, and I'm scared to be divine. Don't mess with me, my feels are sharp. Believe this skin, this fragment's cracked. When I allow it to be, there's no control over me. I have my fears, but they do not have me. Walking through the undergrowth to the house in the woods. Where I go, the darker it gets. I peer through the window, knock at the door. A monster I was so afraid of lies curled up on the floor. He's curled up on the floor, just like a baby boy. Until I love. I'm afraid of being mothered, my passion in I'm afraid of loving women, I'm scared of loving men. Flashbacks coming in every night. Don't tell me everything's alright. When I allow it to be, there's no control over me. I own my fear, so it doesn't own me. Walking through the undergrowth to the house in the woods. The deeper I go, the darker knock at the door, and a monster hours, soul of freedom, lies curled up on the floor. He's curled up on the floor, just like a baby boy. I'm crying till I laugh.
Wow, never heard that one before. Um, we'll be honest. Um, there was a line in there that really sort of stuck with me. The line about fear and you know fear not controlling him. Um, that particular line sort of really spoke to me. Uh, because even though I do this channel and I love rock and metal and things like that, I do have sort of like other interests, and one of them is can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to paranormal. Um, I suppose I mean that started way back in 2005 after my dad died, because I couldn't sort of see. I wanted to know. I just wanted answers, and I mean I've been to several places and that. Um, suppose the two places that I visited where, like in the song, you can't be afraid. You've got to face your fears and don't let your fear sort of take hold. Um, suppose one of them was, well, it was only sort of like 10 minutes away from where I live. A place called Monk's Walk, and it's behind a theme park, Thought Park, and the a couple of years ago, some workmen were working on the site, and they stopped working because they were being hounded by a monk with no head, and it was in the papers, you know, and hence why it's called Monk's Walk. Um, but in one of the entrance ways to get into Monk's Walk is how can I put it? This is where the fear gets you, because when you cross that sort of threshold and you start down the path, it goes very, very, very dark. There's no lights whatsoever. And it's just as you go through that, that's when you either say, the fear's got hold of me, I'm not going down there, or you carry on and say, I'm not going to let the fear control me. And I've been down there a couple of times, and it's always, as soon as you get to that sort of entranceway, yeah, you can feel it, you know. Um, I've heard some weird stuff down there. I'll you know, I'll be honest. Yeah, if you want to hear something, go to Monk's Walk, and it will bring your fear up. Now, the only reason I mention that is because it's the only thing that I can sort of compare to that them words. You know, don't let the fear. You know, the fear doesn't have him. You know, something to that effect. Um, yeah, that's the reason. That's the only reason I can bring that up is that's what I could sort of translate it to in my own experience. I'm not afraid of a lot of things, you know. Um, Usually I go in head first charging, you know. Uh, Hence why I've been in trouble a lot because I don't think, I just act. Well, I used to. Now I think, you know, before I do anything. Um, but next time I go to Monk's Walk, I'll take a video of the entranceway, and you tell me whether it doesn't shit you up. It will. And if you want, I'll take you all the way into Monk's Walk, and we'll see what we can see. And it'll be very dark and very yeah. But I will do it. Can't say that I can't. You know, I will do it if you want me to. So let me know if that's what you want me to do, and I will take a video with me and I will post it. You tell me. Do you have the bottle to go through that entranceway? Because I'll tell you, it shit you up really badly. But the song Darkness, like I said, I've never heard that one before, and do you know what? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Um, I will say I've heard better, you know, but as a song, for you know, as it's called, Darkness. Many forms of darkness. You know, you got darkness, got your mental darkness. You know, there's many forms of what you would consider darkness. Um, yeah, good song, good song. Makes you think. So that was for Kevin Dobson. Um, Glad I could do it. And like I said, if you want me to to go to Monk's Walk and take a video, you'll see for yourself what I mean by the entranceway. I will do it. That's if you want me to. It's next to a church. Mm. That's it. Pretty much says a lot, doesn't it? But I'm interested in it because I want to know what's after. Whether it's just nothing or whether we do carry on. I don't know. But that's why I'm interested in the subject. The other place I want to